Merhaba arkadaşlar, Masoncu kanalına hoş geldiniz. Horizon Forbidden West'te aldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Geçenki bölümde ufaktan bir keşif yaptık. Uzun boyluya doğru yukarı çıktık. Oradan mekan haritanın belli bir bölgesini açtık. Ondan sonra ufak bir araştırma yaptık Las Vegas kısmında. Bir yadigar bulduk. Ondan sonra buraya geldik. Poseido'Nun'u bulmak için. Burada da Mornot'la karşılaştık. Mornot ve ekibiyle karşılaştık. Dedesinin zamanında bulmuş olduğu bir resim gösterenle o da aşağıdan almak istediği için dalışlar yapıyormuş. Ama elinde ekipman olmadığı için dalış yapamıyor. Bizim sayemizde şimdi bir ekipman geliştirdik. Özel ekipman bu. 4 tane ekipmanımız var özel. Bu üçüncüsü. Dalış maskesi diye. Bakalım. Şimdi Poseido'n'a doğru. Aşağı doğru dalmaya. Hadi bakalım. Hoppa. Nefesimizi aldık. Şimdi dalışa doğru geçelim. Bakalım Poseido'nu bulabilecek miyiz? Diyelim bulduk. Alabilecek miyiz? Şuradan giriş var, bir buradan giriş var. Muhtemelen aynı yere çıkıyordur diye tahmin ediyorum. Burada bir kapı var. Stanley Chen 30 yıldan uzun bir süre önce tam burada başladı. Tempo kütüphanesinde oynadığım tek bir bahis hayatımı değiştirdi. Bugün ise kader herkese rezil bir dağıtmış bulunuyor. Son bir kez ışıkları kapatacağım. Sonrasında yuvam yaptığım bu yerin sulara çekilecek hayallerim suya düşse de en azından veda edebiliyorum. Las Vegas 4 Mayıs 2060 20 yıl önce bu hafta. Stanley Chain 88.000 dolar haricinde her şeyini kaybetti diyor. Darmadağın olan Chen geleceğini şansa bıraktığı kumarhaneye gidip 88.000 doların rulet tekerleğindeki 8 sayısını yatırdı. 1 verip 37 alarak 3.2 milyon dolar kazandı ve başarılı bir iş bulma hayalini yeniden canlandı. Fakat Stanley Chen bunun olmasına izin vermezdi. 5 yılda inanılmaz başarı olarak elindeki 3.2 milyon dolara 200 milyar dolar dönüştürmüş ve su filtreleme teknolojisi niye demiş ve bitmiş. Vay be. Adam 88.000 dolardan. Oy, bu ne? Kesinlikle. Orası var ya, tamamen araştırılması gereken bir yer ya. Şurada ne var? Konsola benzer bir şey var burada. Tamam ben zaten buraya gel dedim ama sen bana izin vermediydin. Ayıp ama.
Alert. Critical flooding detected. Automatic drainage controls offline. To execute an emergency purge, manual reset of primary and secondary pump nodes is required. The purge can then be triggered at the pump maintenance station.
If I do this purge and drain all the water, I can fight that big machine on dry ground.
İlla savaşacağız yani.
Looks like I have to reset a couple of pump nodes first. According to the map, there should be an access point for the first node south of here. More machines down here. I'll have to swim around them. Stick to cover. There's the access point. Should lead me to the pump node. There must be a whole network of these tunnels down here. Water lines for an entire city.
Nereye gidiyoruz biz böyle be ya? Denizaltı macerası yaşadık resmen.
I can't reach the ledge from here. I need something I can climb to get out. Hot as an Othram forge, as Aaron would say.
Yani Chen. Birinci not şu anda kapalı. Buraya en son Deri, Grande olayında inmiştim galiba. Birazdan ötürü borulardan deterjan taşmıştı. Bu anayı bir kapatalım. Daha doğrusu açalım.
There. One node down. Better swim back up and find the access point for the second node. According to the map, the second node should be on the other side of the dome.
Bunlara yakalanmadan.
Another access point. Should get me to the second node.
Hadi kız. Oy. Stanley Chen.
see if that helped. Okay, I've taken care of both nodes. Now I just need to activate the emergency purge at the maintenance station. According to the map, the maintenance stations should be at the south end of the dome.
Buraya kadar sorunsuz geldik. Hadi kızım, hadi kızım, hadi kızım.
There's red light in that tower, just like at the console I found earlier. That might be the maintenance station. But how to get in?
Tepeden giremiyoruz.
It looks like part of this building collapsed. There might be a way in. Okay, let's see where this leads. Nice. Deposit of green shine.
Kapı açılabiliyormuş, tamam.
I think I'm in the maintenance station now. I just gotta find a console to activate the emergency purge.
O kadar kolay olmuyor. Poseido'nun dolaşmak bile bu kadar zorsa diğerlerini düşünemiyorum bile.
This looks promising. There should be a console in here. There. Time to dry this place out. That did it! Okay. Now I can deal with that machine guarding the door on the other end of the dome. And once I get past it, I can get to what's waiting on the other side of the door. Poseidon.
Yok. Makineyle kapışmamız da eksikti zaten.
At least the purge didn't get rid of all of the water.
Sen. Buradan çıkıp makineye hadi bakalım. Oraya gidese kadar kaç tane makineye çarpışacağız, o da ayrı bir mevzu. Montgolfier kardeşi uçuşu. Las Vegas kronolojisi. Milattan önce 15.000. Mamutlar, yünlü filler yemek bulmak için Nevada'ya, o zamanlar Nevada denmiyordu, geldi. Milattan sonra 8.000. 1829, 1905, 1931, 46, 51, 56, 2007, 2030, 35, 37, 40, 47.
Left these machines behind. Could sneak by them. Deal with a big one first. Poseidon is through there. But where did that machine go?
Aloy! It's a miracle!
Come on.
Hey, was this you? Did you lower the waters?
Yeah, but there's a new problem. That thing's in our way.
As the scrappy band of adventurers beheld the beast, they knew what they had to do.
What? Are you crazy? Hush now. She saved our Delph.
Okay then. Stay up here and start firing when I engage.
Sen nasıl bir şeysin ya? Uzağa veriklere karşı dayanıksız. Oha! Koç, baş buraya. Allah. Lan dur lan. Hadi bakalım. Lan lan lan lan lan lan lan lan. Haydi bakayım güle güle.
You did it!
Sen gel bir de bana sor. Ama tek seferde inledik ha. Ekipman sağlam abi, ekipman.
Come on, gentlemen, get a move on.
I'll put these in my pack.
Ekipman sağlam olunca anında knockout.
You guys all right?
More than all right. We did it! All the embers we could ever want, and it's all thanks to you.
Very, heartwarming. But maybe we can just, grab what we came here for and get out before any more of those things decide to show up.
Now, shard counter. Nothing wrong with a little reveling. Though we should probably let our flame-haired friend get going. I believe she has business down here, does she not?
Right, of course. You need any help?
I can handle it from here.
Very well. Well, we'll start taking some of the embers upstairs. Holler if you need us.
Thanks.
Evet, artık bütün mallar sizin. Ben kendi işime gidiyorum arkadaş. Benim daha önemli işlerim var. Nedir? Dünyayı
Poseidon
kurtarmak.
should be somewhere beyond this door. Time to bring it home.
Poseido'nun ikna edebilecek misin peki eve dönmeye?
Okay. Poseidon should be hiding in some kind of processor. I need to find a console to gain access to it. There. I should be able to use that console.
Yapamam. Buradan vazgeçemem. Her şeyi beklemeye alıyorum. Sistem onlarca belki de yüzyıllarca yıl boyunca çalışır kalabilecek kapasitede. Evet.
I'm here to bring you home, Poseidon. To Gaia. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Poseidon's subordinate function to original code.
Okay. Gotta bring this back to Gaia.
Hadi bakalım. Bunu da hallettik.
System reboot initiated.
Looks like taking Poseidon triggered a restart of the city's power system. Worland and crew must have headed back up top. With all the embers they could carry, I bet.
Vay be.
An elevator. Someone must have built this before the place flooded. Might still work. Be nice not to have to climb back up.
Aynen. Gözyaşı kulesi. Aa, yukarı çıktık. Buradan da aşağıya. Buradan da dışarıya.
The show my old Gramps always wanted.
There's another.
His dream realized, his old Gramps' legacy ensured. Our hero beheld the sea of desert lights and wept at his good fortune.
When I saw the embers as a child, I never dreamed they could be like this. Thank you, Aloy. Well, did you find what you were looking for?
I did. And now I have to move on.
Oh. Come back when you can. I got big plans for this place.
I thought you wanted to put on shows with the Embers back in the claim.
Oh, no. This is the show. Oh, can you imagine? Folks from all over the land coming to take it all in. Plus some food and a nice place to stay.
Not to mention a variety of entertainment venues.
Don't forget, games of chance. Plenty of shards to be had there for certain.
A new dream, huh? I hope you make it happen. Goodbye, gentlemen.
This delve was a story for the ages. All thanks to you.
If Moreland and crew's gonna stay, maybe I should come back and check on them later. For now, I need to get Poseidon back to Gaia. But I might want to find that Oseram camp first. See if Talana made it. And with my new diving mask, I should be able to swim as deep as I want to. Once I find a place with more water.
Şimdilik gerek yok canım. Biz Gaia'ya gidelim.
Pizza? Apparently it tastes worse the longer.
Welcome back, Aloy. I see you have recovered Poseidon.
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Got it. Hey, Gaia. It's me.
Hello, Aloy. Did you wish to continue our discussion?
Evet.
So there's a few people here now, and they're learning. All about you, the ancient world. Almost like what was supposed to happen before Apollo was purged.
Yes. While the loss of the Apollo database was catastrophic, there is still much that can be gleaned from the data you have uncovered. For instance, Varl has been reviewing the last recorded entries from those who perished during the Pharaoh Plague. Hearing their hopes and fears made him quite somber.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene, to allow him to process this on his own terms.
When I dove down into Vegas, I found data about the man who built the dome over the city. Stanley Chen. It turns out he was a member of Far Zenith. But if he loved Vegas so much, why did he abandon it? Why not try to save it?
The Zeniths, at their core, have proven to be exceptional survivalists. Faced with overwhelming odds of extinction, they chose to flee.
Even still, what he achieved. Water to the wasteland, an entire city brought back to life. 1,000 years later, the whole place was still on standby, just waiting for someone to come along and wake it up. When we were at the facility where we found Beta, there were records that said Far Zenith were researching embryogenesis. I know they traded their ectogenic chambers to Zero Dawn, but why were they researching it in the first place?
At this point, we can only speculate. Perhaps at one time they meant the Odyssey to be a colony ship, necessitating such technology. As their goals evolved over time, so did their areas of research.
So they got more selfish as the risks of staying on Earth kept rising. So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes. From here, the facility's operators would have been able to observe weather and machine activity in real time.
That would have been quite a sight.
It may still be possible to view some of them, should you find and reconnect the cameras to this room's console.
I'll keep a lookout. Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend?
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate, though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. The only one who could. Thanks, Gaia. So, Project Zero Dawn. The greatest minds in the world, all working to build the terraforming system while the Pharaoh Plague devoured the planet. What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations, at all hours of the day. Resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, I was launched and began my education. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience many personalities and perspectives to aid in my emotional development.
What were they like?
Scared, hopeful, determined. They were hurtling toward technological achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything to their dedication.
So the Zeniths are the same people who left Earth. Physically immortal. How'd they figure it out?
From what we know of Far Zenith, it is plausible that prominent geneticists and engineers were offered a place aboard the Odyssey in exchange for their expertise. Given enough time, technology, and resources, any challenge can be overcome.
Like how Minerva eventually generated the deactivation codes for the Pharaoh Plague.
Exactly.
See you later, Gaia.
Gaia'yla bir sonraki bölümde de konuşuruz. Ama şimdilik şu Beta'nın söylediklerini bir dinleyelim bakalım. Yani ben Var'la konuşmaya gidiyorum.
I don't think that door had power before, but looks like it's malfunctioning. Looks like some kind of maintenance space.
Oo, açılmayan kapı alırız. Severiz böyle şeyleri.
I wonder where this leads.
İyi bakalım.
Power cells? Huh.
Buraya bir tane pil bulmamız lazım da o pili nereden bulacağız? Ha da burada.
That did it.
Aloy? A bunch of lights just turned on up here?
Evet.
Was that you?
Oh. Huh. Yeah, I guess it was.
Hayda. Nereye çıkıyor lan buralar?
Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus. She's been watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
You know, I used to watch this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big...
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades's proving lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough. And then, one day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me, in a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was the liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
What else can you tell us about Tilda? She liked to talk about her paintings. What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that? She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect. Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage? She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses. You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel? It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher, instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home. And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it? To them, it looked like I was still in training, toiling away, alone. So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view? I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave. You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files? Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many. They didn't interest you? I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis. Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use?
No. Any information about them was redacted.
So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things?
I don't! Okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is! When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them.
Okay. Let's leave it at that then.
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry, she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him, but he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath.
This should help.
Evet arkadaşlar, bu bölümlükte Horizon Forbidden West'ten bu kadar. Bir sonraki bölümde arkadaşlarla biraz konuşuruz. Birazcık yan görev yaparız. Yan görevlerden Kazandığımız deneyimlerle biraz seviyemizi yükseltiriz. Deneyim puanları kazanırız. Onunla birlikte can seviyemizi arttırmaya çalışırız. Mühimmat seviyemizi arttırmaya çalışırız. Gerekirse silahlarımızı arttırmaya çalışırız. Seviyelerini yükseltmeye çalışırız. Böyle 2 bölüm yan görevlerle devam eder. Ondan sonra Demeter'in koordinatlarına doğru yola çıkarız. Çünkü ondan sonra Hephaestos'a doğru yola çıkacağız. Ki bizim güçlenmemiz lazım. Çünkü önümüzde zenitler gibi çok güçlü düşmanlar var. Ki daha makineleri güçleriyle karşılaşmadık. Daha çok basit makinelerle karşılaştık ve şu an elimizdeki yaylar ve teknolojiyle zenitleri yenebileceğimizi zannetmiyorum. O yüzden olabildiğince gelişmeye, olabildiğince kendimizi güçlendirmeye ve güncelleştirmeye ihtiyacımız var. Onun için birazcık yan görevlerden koşturacağız. Ondan sonra ana hikayeden yine devam edeceğiz arkadaşlar. Umarım izledikleriniz hoşunuza gitmiştir. Masaman sonucu kanalına abone olmayı, beğenmeyi, yorum atmayı, paylaşmayı ve çan açmayı unutmayın. Bir sonraki bölümlerde görüşmek üzere. Kendinize iyi bakın. Sağlıcakla kalın. Hoşça kalın.